which in a sense was a good thing because I did have to come back. And yes, what happened was that just 3 hours, I guess, is the max. That's a good thing to know. So, so like I said, yeah, this happened a couple more times with several other people. Even after the really smart girl, I went walking back and I saw this. I walked by this motel. And I saw this dude. He was just kind of like sleeping or hanging out. He was lying on the sidewalk right in front of the door. He told me he lived there. He actually wanted me to sleep there with him. He was going to let me sleep on his couch because he was very gracious at the fact that I have my booze. I had that bottle of booze. I'm like, hey man, you want to get fucked up? So we I don't even know why. I just had this instinct. I walked by this guy. I'm like, do you want to get fucked up? And he said, yeah. So I sat down with him, and we just started drinking the booze. And while me and this guy were talking, because we're getting drunk, and now we're just kind of bullshitting. Again, talking like intelligent talk, just not just like, oh man, life fucking sucks, or hey man, let's get some crack. No, we're having like philosophical conversations about the nature of existence and what we're doing in this world. It was beautiful. It was amazing to have like these deep talks. The kind of relationship I want to have with people. That's what LA provided me with. LA showed me that the life that I want exists. It's real. It is 100% real. But it's not here. This place, unfortunately, I mean, I have my family. Unfortunately, the existence that I crave doesn't exist where I exist at this particular moment. And maybe it doesn't. It's just hidden. I don't know. But I've been here for 9 months, and I never had, in those 2 days in Skid Row of LA, and that's just Skid Row, I had the best time of my life. Absolutely. Hands down. Boop. Loved it. I love it. I cannot wait to go back there. Because I do plan on it. I plan on it, unless I get killed or sidetracked or some way. If I'm not supposed to make it to LA, it's not going to happen. Make it back there. And I do believe it will happen because that place, god damn, I love it. I love it. And yeah, no, it wasn't all like sunshines and rainbows either. Like I said, like I got punched. I got punched by a crack guy. That second night, as I kept on getting sidetracked, because when I was sitting drinking with this guy, another guy came up, and this other young guy, one that me and him had the little emotional affair for a minute. He was looking for crack, and I said, well, why don't you sit down with us and just fucking hang out? We're just philosophizing, just having some smart talk. And he came down, and we were just bullshitting. And meanwhile, I got this guy, the drunk guy. He asked me to come sleep on his couch. This guy's telling me to come and hang out with him and just walk around LA and just get to know each other. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go walk around. I don't want to fucking go to sleep. He was smoking crack. I didn't smoke crack with him. I actually told him. I told him to like kind of chill out with it because I didn't want to just surround myself with fucking crack. I mean, yeah, I don't mind you doing it, but and it's your life. It's not my place to fucking say you can't smoke crack and find me. No, I was just saying if you don't need to, let's try to cool it down. But yeah, we hung out for like a good like hour or two afterwards. But he just kept on smoking crack, and we stopped at this one place. And no, I promise I didn't smoke crack with him. We stopped at this one place. It was like this condominium complex or some shit. But there was like some shops in this vestibule, I guess you call it. And there was this girl. I think she was working at Pizza Hut. I think it was. Her name was KJ. She's my second girlfriend. She's my other girlfriend. I fell in love with KJ. I love KJ. I think for fucking lesbians, man. Which is funny because I've had this notion that I think I needed a masculine woman in my life. That's why I was always so attracted to my ex. My ex, She was never too shy to say that she was of the type that liked other ladies. She wasn't shy about that. But she was more the masculine type of woman. I think that's why all the guys love her so much, because she don't give a fuck. Really cool chick. She's actually really fucking cool. Very awesome woman. One of the fucking greatest women I've ever met. But I've been thinking lately. I'm like, you know, if I were to have a relationship with a lady again, I want a commanding woman. Even when I was with my ex, there was when she was in therapy, when I was going with her to her therapy, there was a couple times where she would stand up and she would lay the fucking law down on me. I'm like, God damn. Like that. Sexy. My woman tell me what to do. There's something, I don't know. Something really cool about that. I don't like people who are reserved and passive aggressive. I fucking hate passive aggressive people. It's disgusting. Say your shit. You got something to say, just say it. Sorry, I'm just kind of fantasizing about that night. One with my ex, I'm talking about. That was a fucking hot night. I don't think we even had sex. I just remember that one fucking split moment. Maybe. Yeah, so then this other dude led into me meeting KJ, and then me and KJ ended up hanging out for like fucking hours. We were just walking the streets of LA, just bullshitting, just talking, smoking cigarettes, and again, talking about this shit, talking about the cards, talking about the universe, talking about what the fuck ever. And it was just fucking such an awesome connection to have with another human being. We even got into like Freemasonry, and she was having so much fun. But I think it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning that we were out just fucking walking around fucking the streets, and they were getting fucking ugly. I mean, there was a lot of fucked up people walking around. There was definitely a lot of unsavory characters, and at this one point, we're standing on the street corner. There's people walking by smoking crack, people looking for cracks, people looking for speed. It was amazing. I fucking loved it. I just fucking loved it. There was this fucking bar across the street that it was like a fucking circus. I don't know if it was a gay bar or a tranny bar, but there was just these animals coming in and out, screaming and singing and yelling. Loved it. I would love to have went in there. If I had more money, I definitely would have fucking checked that place out. But I love gay bars, by the way. I fucking love them. And I know I'm talking a lot of gay because I love gays. I think they are probably the most fun people I've ever met. The gay bar is the best place to go, especially if you're straight. Because unlike the straight bar, everybody there is going to appreciate you for the beautiful creature that you are. And when they find out you're straight, everybody buys you drinks. At least that's the way it was in my day. I went to a couple gay bars, and every time I always had the same experience. Always had a great experience. Always had a lot of fun. Always got a lot of drinks. So, me and KJ were standing on the street corner, ignoring all this fucking chaos around us, and this fucking dude, I hear this fucking dude scream, motherfucker! I turn around, there's this, I don't know if he had a shirt on or not, or he was just fucking stumbling and mumbling all over the fucking place, and he's just running up and down the street, and I see him kind of coming my way. We locked eyes for a minute, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh no, what is this? And I see him start coming in my direction. I go, fuck, what the fuck is going on? Is this really happening? And he runs up, oh, motherfucker! And he punched me in the arm. He punched me in the arm, and I just, what? I just got hit by a crackhead. And I turned around quickly because he punched me and then ran. And I turned just to see where he goes. I wanted to see if he was going to come around for another fucking hit. And he was already in the middle of the street, going in the opposite direction. And he looks at me, he's like, you motherfucker, cocksucker, fucking kill you. And then he runs across the street to this dude that was sitting on the curb, and he fucking kicks him in the head. And then he starts running around throwing garbage cans and almost get hit by a car. Oh my god, love it. So But yeah, that was just this insane experience of getting hit by a crackhead. He just ran off. And honestly, whatever. Did it hurt? Oh, he hit me in the arm. Boo hoo. He's a fucking crackhead. The dude had no idea what the fuck he was doing. What am I supposed to do? Beat him up? I'm gonna fucking beat up a fucking crackhead. Man, asshole. Oh, okay, whatever. Dude probably got hit by a car later on that night, or he woke up the next morning. He was not feeling good. I can promise you that. So, let bygones be bygones. I don't hold grudges. I understand. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. So after me and KJ split, she wasn't comfortable having me stay at her place, and I wasn't comfortable staying at her place. So we split, and I'm like, all right, night's over, back to the Greyhound. Mind you, I started this trip to the Greyhound fucking this afternoon. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning. I keep on getting distracted and pulled away from it. So now I'm walking. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There ain't nothing gonna happen now. As I get to the Greyhound, literally, as I get to the fucking Greyhound, there's this old dude fucking standing out front. I forget if I asked him for a cigarette or, yeah, no, because I didn't have cigarettes at this point. I think I asked him for a cigarette, and then we started talking. Started philosophizing, talking about life, talking about why we're both in the situation that we're in. He was from Camden. He'd like to come down to Skid Row every now and then to like once every week or two to smoke crack. So it didn't control him. He just liked to do it from time to time. It was enjoyable for him. So he asked me if I wanted to indulge with him. I said, fuck it, why not? Let's have some fun. The guy was like 50, 60 years old. No, he had to be in his 60s. He was definitely an older dude. Real fucking nice guy. I liked him a lot. He was real cool. So he actually brought me to this crack den that was right down the street. It was literally right down the street. It was right on 7th. I can point it out. There was crackheads right outside. There was like people really fucked up, like people just walking in circles like this with their fucking eyes bugging out of their head. They had no idea what the fuck was going on. People begging for fucking just change so they can just build up the quarters and not to go get a fucking rock. And then we smoked a couple rocks. Had a good time. Bullshit a little bit, and then it got uncomfortable. Because I chipped in for one rock, and then he saw that there was more money in my wallet, and he's like, I saw that $100 bill. He's like, and then he was trying to convince me to go down this alley to go get more crack. I'm like, listen, man, it's like I need to process all this. Like, this is a lot to take in. I mean, I appreciate the fun that we've been having, but you got to understand. These past couple nights for me, this past week, keep in mind, because I'm on a bus for 3 days too, going across the country, meeting a shit ton of people. It was a non-stop adventure on the bus. Not to mention that it was uncomfortable. I slept like shit. I could not sleep. The second day on the bus, I had met this one dude, real nice fucking guy. I feel bad because everybody kept on calling me after I got home and I never fucking picked up the phone. But dude, he kept on feeding me Xanax. But the Xanax, they were fucking knocking me out, which was the only time I was actually getting sleep was from the Xanax. And because after that, like, the seats on those fucking Greyhounds are so uncomfortable. The seating arrangements are so uncomfortable. Plus, I was sitting in the back and it stunk like the fucking bathroom. It stunk like shit and piss. It was a goddamn... Don't travel Greyhound if you don't have to. Or if you're going to, sit in front. Or in the middle. And all the way in the back, which unfortunately the back seat is the most comfortable seat because there's a little wall and you can put your feet up. So you can actually go to sleep in the back. It's not that bad. Otherwise, you're fucked. Because if you're sitting next to somebody, and I sat next to this chick on the way home, really fucking awesome chick. I fucking loved her. Fell in love with her too. Really wanted to snuggle with her. I wanted to be her boyfriend. I think technically I was her boyfriend for like the couple hours I knew her. At least I consider myself to have been her boyfriend. It's a very cool chick. There's actually a lot of cool fucking chicks on there. We had this little crew on the way home. We had this crew of like fucking like 6 or 7 people. There were 6 or 7 of us that we were just kind of like had this crew. One girl, Journey. She had this daughter. I think her daughter was like 2 or 3. She was 3 or 4. She reminded me of my niece. I liked her. She would have me dance in all the bus stops. I hate fucking dance for people. But I like little girls. They're cute. They're adorable. Plus, this one, she looked not exactly like my niece, but close enough of my niece that, and her name was almost the same, which was kind of freaky. And so, and her mom was really cool. So I fuck it, play along. Gives a shit. Yeah, there's some really cool people. And her mom's name was Journey, which I thought was really fucking interesting. I even met this other kid named Chance. I met him the day I was leaving. Oh, I don't mind picking my nose. The day I was leaving, which was the next day, because after hanging out with the old guy, the crack, I ended up going back to the Greyhound. I finally made it to the Greyhound, like 5 o'clock in the goddamn 6 o'clock in the morning. My phone needed to be charged. Like, it was a fucking shit show. And my plan was I was going to go to San Diego because I had reached out to my brother-in-law the day before and my sister. And I was like, listen, if I really need a place to stay, if I really want to stay here, I really want to live here, I want to try something out, I want to start a new life, I want to start new, start fresh. And I let them know. I was like, listen, there is a possibility I will ask you. Be honest, just being honest. So my sister said she was leaving up to her husband, and I sent him this very lengthy message about why I was doing what I was doing, and I thought I was very clear that my intentions were pure. So I was pretty sure he was going to say yes. So I went to go charge my phone at the Greyhound. Plus, I wanted to take this fucking book bag off. I walked around for 2 days with this fucking thing. I didn't get much sleep that first night in the hotel, so I was really fucked up. No cigarettes. I'm just cranky. I'm hungry. Bus station food fucking sucks. Plus, I didn't have that much money. So I was chilling out there. Charged my phone. 2 messages. First one's from my sister, saying that my brother-in-law said I couldn't stay there. I'm pissed. I actually had just bought a ticket to San Diego, which was only $15. But I had the fucking ticket. Motherfucker wouldn't let me fucking stay there. Shit. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what, I can't blame him. I mean, he's got his own shit. They got their own shit. I mean, they got their own shit. They're fucking both miserable, as far as I could tell. In their own ways. Dealing with fucking regular life. Of course, miserable. Everyone's fucking miserable. Find me a fucking happy person. But, I understood. I wasn't mad. I mean, I was mad. Yeah, I want to fucking go there. I don't want to go back to fucking New Jersey. I don't have anywhere to fucking go. I don't have any more money. I don't know how much longer I can keep this fucking LA thing up with no money. I was kind of, because I said, like I said, I don't want to sleep outside. No, whatever. So, I was going to an LA. San Diego. That was kind of my other plan. I didn't want to stay with my sister. I really didn't. Because we clash. She doesn't approve of my lifestyle, and I don't approve of hers. But the last time I was out there, I got acquainted with quite a few of the homeless folk out there, and I really liked their lifestyle, living on the beach. And I said to her, the next time you see me in fucking San Diego, I'm going to be fucking running a homeless fucking army. And that was my plan. Like I said, I wanted to go there. I wanted to get to this place and go to these homeless people and show them what is capable with what power they really do have. And I just needed a place to shower. That's really it. I don't give a fuck. Let me sleep on the streets. Just let me come to your house and shower once in a while. Because I don't like being dirty. That I don't like. I don't like to be grimy. I don't like to smell. I like to be clean. I don't even like the fact that my hair is this long. This is kind of driving me nuts. It looks like shit. Doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't look like shit. I mean, it's because look better. I mean, if you go to the chat with Tim video, I think my hair, I was a little more flat than I am today. But I also need a shower too. So yeah, so then I saw my brother-in-law said I couldn't go there, and then I had another message from my mom asking if I wanted a ticket. I thought she meant back home. She was gonna get me a ticket to fucking San Diego. Sorry, I already got one. But then I was thinking about it after my brother-in-law said no. I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I'm not supposed to get there, I'm not supposed to get there. That's why I'm not a man. If I'm not supposed to do something, I'm not going to do it. And the opportunity to go to San Diego just wasn't in the cards, which made me think, okay, well, that makes sense. I have too much shit that I really do have going on in my civilian life that does need to be squared away. For instance, my house and all the other things I'm getting sued for, my ex and my son. I said, no, let me take this opportunity to go back there. Let me see what I can achieve. And my plan was to come back here, get a job, and do all this other shit, take care of some stuff, maybe go to school. But, and when I was, and that's why I wanted to take the bus home. Because, yeah, you know, I was having these thoughts at the time, but 5 days in my head would definitely give me the clarity I needed to figure out what I needed to do when I got here, when I got back. And, what is that? This piece is like fucking sticking up. It's driving me nuts. Much better. So, you know, the fucking back's all fucked up. God damn. I need a fucking haircut bad. Thanks for whoever paid for my haircut. When I got back, or doing that bus ride, yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to really like think about what I wanted to do. Because remember, gotta keep in mind, follow my intuition. I really do believe in all this universe shit. I believe in a lot of weird shit that I haven't even talked about yet. And I know that I'm not going to be in a bad position. I know that everything's going to work out for me in one way, shape, or form, however I need it to. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make it work out. Because I'm smart enough to figure things out on my own. Unfortunately, it takes time. People want everything done right now. They want everything to be instant gratification. Unfortunately, I have patience that nobody else I've ever met has been able to actually manifest in a way that speaks to me that they can handle life. But this experience in LA, all that shit, like, cause trust me, there's a lot of traumatic stuff. That's a lot to take in 2 days. Granted, I've only been talking about it for like an hour, but mind you, it was almost a straight 30. Well, the bus didn't even come until 6 o'clock the next day, so really I was there for like 2 3/4 days. So that 48 hours, well, let's call it like 60 hours I was in LA. That was fucking rough. That was an intense 60 hours. It was action-packed, non-stop. There was never a dull moment. And I needed to really reconcile what the fuck just happened. Because, yeah, I believe me, I could have stayed. I really do believe I could have stayed, and I believe I could be thriving over there right now. I really do. But I took the honorable dickhead way out by leaving, coming back to this fucking nightmare. God, I loved it there. I do love LA so much. I love you, LA. I love all of you that live there. I do. And I cannot wait to see you again. So yeah, I took those 5 days, and well, it was supposed to be a 3-day trip that turned into a 5-day trip, which I was so happy about. And even some of the fucking dudes on the bus, why are you so calm? Even after we were fucking delayed a day, 12 hours. I practice fasting. I practice keeping my cool. Like, you got these fucking dudes like flipping out. Like, it was actually getting a little bit annoying just listening to everybody. We missed the bus, but we don't get the bus. Where are we gonna be stuck? Who gives a fuck? We'll figure something out. Figure something out. Who gives a shit? Don't worry about it when it happens. Right now, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're exactly where we need to be. And yeah, even on the bus ride home, there were so many people. Like I was saying, we had that crew. There was even this dude who's a rapper. What the fuck's his name from Brooklyn? Something House. Big black dude. Big dude. Big heavy dude. What the fuck do you remind me of? I don't remember. Something House. Fucking real cool dude though. I only talked to him a couple times, but up and comer. I think. Real nice guy. But right before we left, before we left the Greyhound in LA, there was this kid that I met who was on the same bus as me, which was such a coincidence because he was sitting. I don't believe in coincidence. And his name was Chance, which is funny. Chance is the name of a science that isn't known. That isn't amazing. It's like the girl Journey. Amazing. But I heard this kid and this other guy. There was these two people that were kind of sitting next to me, and they were talking about spirituality and different spiritual philosophies, and I overheard them. But I was kind of going out to smoke a cigarette with this dude who he was all fucked up. He was fucked up. I don't even think he was going anywhere. He was just kind of hanging out at the bus station because it would seem like a hangout really for drug addicts. And he said he wanted to go to San Diego, but he was trying to save up the money to get the ticket. And I went, hey, you know what? Your lucky fucking day, dude. Here's a ticket for Friday. So here you go. Make sure you're here by 12 o'clock. Bus is leaving. Pretty cool, right? I'm actually a really awesome person. I do really nice things for people because fucking why the fuck not? I don't think most people do the things that I do. And everything happens for a reason. I bought that ticket for a reason. And I don't think the ticket was for me. Obviously not, because I didn't fucking go to San Diego. But yeah, so that was California. The bus ride home was a lot of fun. Met a lot of people, and as I got closer to my destination, the people I knew were starting to kind of not slack off, but they were starting to decline. And then even once I even got to New York, I met this dude in New York. He wasn't even on the bus. He just happened to go to Atlantic City. This is where my destination was. Dude, JJ. Claimed to be a billionaire, businessman, Wall Street. Real fucking cool dude. Really enjoyed my time talking to him. Very smart individual. But even before him, I was fucking doing cards for people at fucking Port Authority. There's a fucking adventure with me everywhere I go. Everywhere. Even when I fucking go to the fucking 7-Eleven, there's an adventure. Which 7 and 11 are two very magical numbers. 11 is a number of magical initiation. 7 being just a very potent number in numerology. 7. What does 7 represent? 7's everywhere in nature. You have God created the planet. God created Earth in 7 days. The 7 days of the week named after the 7 planets of astrology. 7 colors of the rainbow. 7 chakras. 7 notes in music. 7 wonders of the world. 7's everywhere. Everything is 7. 777, God's number, or the jackpot if you gamble. Blackjack, 21. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. On one of my trips home, I think it was right after I left Philadelphia on the bus, was on 7/21, which is July 21st, which happens to be the birthday of this really incredibly beautiful girl that I met, who lives by me, who cut my hair once. And which is funny because I was in LA walking around and I was with somebody, I forgot who, and we walked by this building and the address was 721. And I think it was on the 19th. I'm like, holy shit, 721. That's that chick's birthday. But it was also just 721. It's a fucking magic number. 7 plus 777. If you're into numerology and all this other shit that I'm into, it's a sign, it's an omen. And that's another weird fucking thing. Oh my god, the second day that I was there, the day I woke up in the hotel, my lesbian friend from the night before was supposed to come and hang out with me, but she blew me off. So I ended up sitting outside the hotel for a couple hours, just kind of eating edibles and just thinking and figuring some shit out, figuring out what I wanted to do. And I met this little fucking Chinese kid that ended up coming to hang out with me. So I see you sitting here for a little bit. What are you doing? I said, nothing. I said, have a seat. Let's fucking talk. Have an edible. It's bullshit. Which we talked for about like an hour and a half. It was actually a really cool conversation. But then that's where I was kind of deciding, what am I going to do from here out? That was where I was kind of having this existential crisis of, do I go back to Greyhound? Do I just wander? And I was just going to wander. I was actually going to walk to the beach and just see what the fuck happened. But I said, if I'm not supposed to go to the beach, something will happen. If I'm not supposed to go in that direction, something will happen. I assumed that was the direction the beach was in. And as I'm walking, I swear to fucking God, walking through K-Town, and I come up to Kingsley Street. Now, anyone who knows me knows that my son's middle name is Kingsley. So I took a picture of it too. And it's a shitty picture, but you know, take my word for it. I saw Kingsley Street. I'm like, fuck it. This is a sign. The universe speaks to us in a multitude of ways. Everything has meaning. Everything has a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And there was a reason that I had to see Kingsley Street. Because, yeah, fuck it. I went down Kingsley Street. Kingsley Street led me down to Hope Street. Hope Street led me down to 7th. And 7th led me back to Green. My friend Green. Which led me on this other adventure, which led me down back to the Greyhound, back across the country, and back here in this spot. And since I got back from California, what have I been doing? Not really much. I've been doing a lot of introspective. I've been doing a lot of, I think I got into it yesterday, maybe earlier today, new methods on how to release old blockages, because one of the things that brought me back was my ex, and I really needed to get a lot of that shit out. A lot of my old life drama and traumas needed to really get purged, and that trip, California, really was an incredibly enlightening experience. Now I know that the people around me, they probably think that yeah, I panicked and came home because I was scared, and in a sense, yeah, on the surface level, that's kind of what happened, but on the way home, those 5 days of being able to think and reconcile things, it really put that whole experience into perspective in such a way that I realized that everything happens for a fucking reason, no doubt. And the reason that I went on that trip, and I said the same, I went to California last year for my sister's wedding, and on the day before we left, my brother and I, we were walking back to the place we were staying for my sister's, and I said to him, I said that, and this was like really my first major download from the universe, and maybe this will lead into where we go next. 33 minutes and 33 seconds. It's one of the most profound moments of my life. I remember we left her condo, and I looked up at the night sky, because my father had died a few years prior, and one of the big reasons I wanted to make sure that I was at my sister's wedding, not only just because it's my sister, but also father died. So I wanted to dance with her at her wedding. That's why I wanted to give a speech at her wedding. That's why I wanted to make sure my sister had the best fucking wedding that she could ever possibly have. Ooh, that got me a little misty. And it was a great experience. We danced to one of my favorite songs ever, which was Johnny and Santos, Sleepwalking. One of my favorite songs. Suggest listening to it. It's good. And but we were walking back, and it did, mind you, this was my first trip to California during her wedding, San Diego at least. San Diego was exactly the place that I thought it was going to be, and I fucking love San Diego too. You motherfuckers in California, you got some shit going on over there that, holy shit, you can teach the rest of the fucking country something. You can teach the rest of the world something, well, the country something. It is fucking just, I don't know, just something about that place. It's just very, the energy is very conducive to my way of being. I'll put it that way. So when I got to San Diego, even fucking a couple days I was in San Diego, I realized that place, I needed to fucking be there. I need to fucking live there too. I need to do a fucking tour of fucking California. That's for fucking sure. I think that place has got a lot to offer. And it was my inspiration to want to get away from New Jersey because I don't like this place. It's dead. It's very flat. It's very ugly. The people are just, I don't know. It's not good energy here. It doesn't feel good. I've never liked being here. I've always hated, ever since I was a kid. I always wanted to leave. California was always a place I wanted to be. Thanks for whoever got my ticket to California again. I do barter, by the way. I do barter with these and all the other healing. Speaking of, Reiki on. I'm being serious, by the way. I know you know. Take you off. Now you're healed. But while I was there, I was so profoundly touched. Not only for the fact that I realized that that's where I was when I realized my marriage was over. That sucked. That was the suckiest part. I mean, I loved it there, but it's just I wish we could have been there and been happy. I really did. But unfortunately, I was at work like a fucking month prior, and I was on Facebook, and like the people you might know popped up, and then I saw this picture of this pretty chick. I like pretty chicks. I don't know. I got a thing for pretty women. I don't know. It's just like a fucking thing. I don't know. If you can't appreciate pretty women, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Then you can't appreciate what I'm saying. But there was this pretty girl. I don't try to fuck them all. I just like to look at them. I love looking at women. I think they're amazing to look at. And I saw this pretty girl. So I clicked on her picture. It was my wife. It was private. She wasn't talking to me. She was smiling. She was happy. People flirting with her. I didn't see everything. I just saw a couple posts, but like kind of fucked me up. But then I even thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Like I'm not that great a husband. I'm not very nurturing. I'm not very giving on the emotional level. I used to be very bottled up. This whole experience, that this person that you're experiencing, this is new. This is really new. Extremely new. Less than a year old. Because even a year ago when I really first started getting into all this stuff, like I wasn't this rational and open and mindful. But even still, even when I saw that, I realized, you know what? We've been dead in the water for a while. This is what she wants to do. That's what she's gonna do. Like, who am I to judge? I mean, I'm fucking on Facebook looking at pictures of other girls. It just happens to be I'm just looking at her. She's doing the same fucking thing. It is what it is. So, California was kind of going to be like that place where we go to reinvigorate, but I knew it was done. There was no point. So, we didn't really spend any time together. The time I did try, but we had different expectations of each other. We'll put it that way. And the expectations I had did not match the expectations she had, and the expectations she had did not match the expectations I had. So unfortunately, we did not reconcile anything. Fought. It was made abundantly clear of the feelings, lack thereof, that there were. But whatever. This isn't fucking about that. Don't mind your business. I'm allowed to keep my stuff. Yeah, it fucking sucked. It really sucked. I really wanted to get to know her again and like fix things, but I realized, and like I was said to my brother on the day before we left. Looked up at the next guy, high as fuck after smoking a lot of pot. I said, this experience was more than just being about our sister's wedding. This was a wake-up call for me. It was the first time, because what I didn't mention was going to San Diego that time. It was the first real vacation I ever really went on. Ever. I mean, me and my family, my ex, we went to a couple of spots. Like we could take the boy to DC or Hershey Park and shit. But this was the first time I saw a different lifestyle that just resonated with me like nothing else. And it was the first time ever. Keep in mind, like when I was in the workforce, I'm a work dog. Yeah, my job, I used to take advantage of shit towards the end, but I earned it. I earned that I earned it. Fuck you. Yeah, I fucking killed myself for 13 years. I'm allowed to take advantage. I gave myself that permission without having to feel bad for what I did. Got my job done. I never lacked. I never slacked. Everything was done exactly when it needed to be done, even beforehand, so I'm not sorry for any of the things I did. Ever did anything illegal? No. I did a couple of things that would have been questionable, but whatever. Simple man. Need to learn how to survive. But anyway, it was the first time I let go of everything. I didn't have any cares, no concerns. I had saved up a shit ton of money, so even being in San Diego, like the money wasn't even a question. It was just a chance to relax and just let loose and not have to worry about anything. And really, it was just fucking so powerful of an experience that it changed my life forever. Ever. Because I'm mad I came home, to be perfectly honest. I didn't want to come back. I wanted to stay. But I left, which was stupid. Should have stayed with this goddamn homeless guys. That's where it's got the press. Satan, I mean. But, but I never felt so free of pain. All of the concerns and doubts that had been bogging me down for so long, all the things that made me hate my life, all the things that made me want to fucking just kill myself all the time. And it was really the inspiration that when I got back, that's when I really wanted to try to fix things with my wife, fix things with my son, because I wasn't always the best dad. I was like a fucking drunk when he was a baby. I didn't pay attention very often. I was very neglectful towards both of them. Like, I was saying yesterday with the dog, I just fucking beat the shit out of the dog, man. I was really fucked up. And that trip, seeing who I can be, seeing who I was, because now, mind you, granted, don't mind me picking my nose. Up until that point, I used to, all my Q-anon research was full force up until this point. This was like late February, early March. This was literally right after I found Victor Odo. This is after I found Global Witness and a couple other guys. And all these people that helped me to realize what was actually going on with me. What is that? And going from thinking, like, imagine this. Within a stretch of a week, which is right around I met my friend Tia on Twitter. Or go to Twitter, go to my friends. CIA. We met around that. I think it was February 26th or 27th, one of those days. I met her the night before I left for California, as a matter of fact. What did I tell her? I told her everything you know is a lie. Go watch The Matrix. Is what I told her. We're friends ever since. And so for those few weeks, that was when I was really going through this time when I thought I was fucking crazy. It was very hard for me because I didn't know what was real anymore, because I'm seeing things, and I'm having these thoughts, and the reality is starting to mirror the things that are going on in my head. I was really fucked up. Because mind you, I wasn't always like this. It wasn't always all fucking the universe and everything happens for a reason. I was an open-minded atheist. I was interested in some fucking shit. I didn't know that it was fucking real. I didn't know that it was all gonna fucking, like, it really was something. And it was hard to take that in. It was hard to grasp a lot of those things, to come to grips with the fact that, yeah, everything I knew was a fucking lie. Everything has been a lie my entire life. It's like Yoda said to Luke, you gotta unlearn everything that you learn to really grasp what reality is, what real reality is. It was a very hard time for me. So imagine going from that, thinking that you're crazy, then finding people who know everything that's going on with you, who have never met you, but they know everything that's going on in your life. To this experience in California where all that pain, all that fucking fear just washed away. That's how I am now. I don't have any more fears. I'm not afraid of anything. Everything happens for a reason. Everything that's going to come after this moment is going to come because of this moment. Everything that's ever happened throughout the entire history of time, since the beginning of time, however you want to imagine time began, you want to say the Big Bang, you want to say God, you want to, whatever. Everything that's ever happened throughout the entire history of time, throughout the entire history of the cosmos, at least this one cosmos, has happened exactly the way that it had to happen, so that in a random section of the universe, in a random galaxy, in a random section of that galaxy, on a random speck of dust in said random galaxy, in the random spot in this random universe, that a random species of creature created for itself a very specific history, very specific timeline, very specific set of rules for itself, for this reality and for this timeline. Civilizations have risen and they've fallen. Generations of people wiped off the face of the earth in a fucking blink of an eye. People thrown in gas chambers, if you want to believe that, if that really happened, I don't really know. All so that two people can find their way together so they can make you. So that you can be right here to listen to me say all the shit I've been saying for the past 4 hours. You better fucking believe everything happens for a reason. And everything that happens from this moment on, whether you're hearing this, I mean, obviously you're not hearing this, is 2:30 on the 12th. You're not going to see this for at least another hour or two, if you see it right when I put it out. But everything that happens in my life from this point on, whatever happens in your life from whatever time it is, whatever day it is, from this point on, it's going to happen because of this. Because of this moment. Everything that's ever happened in your life. Dude, fuck all the other shit. Fuck all the history of the universe and man and what have you. Your entire life led to this moment. I think that's a big fucking deal when you think about it. Because obviously things are resonating with you in such a way that you're listening this far. Whether it's one of you or a fucking 100 of you or a fucking million of you listening to me fucking talk this shit, it means something. This exchange, this energy exchange. Oh, right here. Mind you, I have absolutely no formal Reiki training. I only read 1, 2, 3 chapters of a Reiki book, but I'm gifted and talented enough to know how to do it. Because if you're new to me, energy healing is my thing. I have a very direct connection with what you call source or God or the universe. Just like everybody else, I just accept it. I don't have as many blocks as everybody else does, so it's very easy for me to do this. It's that simple, right here. Believe it, and you shall achieve it. So yeah, that's some shit. Intuition. Follow your intuition. Start following your intuition. There's a piece of you that knows everything I'm saying is like, well, you at least believe I believe that what I believe. Friend of mine, my beautiful friend who I was talking about earlier, who I fell in love with, her mother, she said something very profound to me. It was another beautiful woman. She's a very beautiful woman. I love beautiful women. Sorry. Come from a long line of philanderers. It's just philanderer. One who loves to love. All the men in my family have always loved flirting with women. My father, grandfather, his uncles. That's the way we are. Me. I don't give a fuck about the punishments of it. Because, hey, you know what? Whatever. I even said to my ex a long time ago, I said, look, I love. You can't make me stop staring at other women. There's so many. There's so many. I don't want to have sex with them all. But I do like to talk to them, get to know them. I don't mind devoting myself to one person, but there has to be some compromise. Clean up your own fucking room. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's about it for now. I think I'm gonna cut this off because one, my back's starting to hurt from fucking sitting up so long, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a thought headache. I get these oh, this is fucking long. 4 fucking hours we've been talking. I could probably keep going, but I kind of want to go do some stuff. I want to take a shower. I want to make some chicken salad. I'm kind of hungry. And I want to read some more. I have like so many books I got to read. Just wait to die. Wait for an omen. Come up with some shit to talk about for this next video. Because I'm kind of onto something here. Everything happens for a reason. So now we got like a really big background on the past couple months, the past year. I think we have a pretty solid understanding. Not completely. I mean, there's still so much. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll break my books out and I'll really start getting into those. And you know what, I think I might start doing some lives because I can only record for about 3 hours at a clip. And if I'm going to go for these like long stretches like this, I'm going to need to, because I think YouTube automatically saves the live, right? And you don't have to actually save it anywhere. That might be not a bad idea. So I think I want to get into my books to actually really get into the detail of where and how I got to the way I am. Because, yeah, you're kind of seeing some of it, but there's still a lot more that's going on up here than most people realize. And it's not as normal as you might think. I mean, it's normal for me at this point, but to Muggle reality, to the regular human reality, no, it ain't fucking normal. There's some serious shit going on, and I think if people aren't going to appreciate me for what I am, out there. I'm gonna make goddamn sure that somebody is over here. I know there is a couple. Hi, by the way. Hi, Tim. Hi, Tia. Hi, Jose. And whoever the fuck else is listening. Hi. Because there's something cool going on with me. And I think I'm not the only person that it's fucking happening with. I know it's not. I'm not the only person. I see them. I see them on YouTube all the time. Unfortunately, the weird fucking thing is, which I don't understand, is like when you, some of these other people, I get a little shaded out. Like even people like Victor Odo. I really do respect the dude's work and his videos and shit, but I don't know. I get very uncomfortable that people would charge for their shit, and I'm trying to get into the hang of doing it. That's why I was saying like we can work together. I'll charge you $100 for a session. Like I don't give a fuck how long we sit for, hour, two, whatever. I really like work some shit out. If you want to get some shit out of you, you really want to fucking work on your shit, I will be more than happy to do it with you because I understand this. I've been at this for so long, and it's only been a year, but in that year, it's been over every single day, all day, every day. Even it's to the point that it continues working when I sleep. Your dreams are very important, by the way. If you can pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your dreams because they hold a lot of answers for you about things that you need to start looking at in your life. That's what your dreams are telling you. They're telling you about areas that are fucked up. But they're coded messages. Like you gotta really like dig into it. Dig and find out what the deeper meaning is. It's really intense stuff. But hey, listen, you wanna work with some shit? I will fucking work the shit out of you. Ugh. But I gotta get paid. Doesn't have to be money. It could be all the fucking shit that I like. I like shit. I do tradesies. Absolutely do tradesies. 100%. Remember, my birthday's in less than a week. Holy shit. You guys better fucking start getting about this shit. Inbox me. Find out where I live because I want stuff. I want stuff and I want to give you some stuff. This way you don't feel bad giving me stuff. Alright? That's if you're even there. I mean, I don't even... How many subscribers do I have? 14? I don't think there's a lot of people. Whatever. It multiplies. Well, it's 14 right this second. I don't know what it is in the future that you're actually seeing this in, because who knows? Maybe that by that point. Maybe you're number 15. Whoa. Hey. Hey, 15. Nice to meet you. Maybe you're 16. Oh, I can't wait for 20. That's exciting. That's sarcasm, by the way. Yeah, that's it. Peace.